at it again, and we've got to talk about this because this is weird. Really, really weird. Like, share, comment, and hit that subscribe button if you are new. And let's dive in. Now, before we hop into the actual clip that I'm going to show you, well, first off, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to show you this, so I may have to blur it. We'll see, due to copyright. Okay, but apparently there's a new movie that is being released, and it is what's the name of this thing? Coming to America, and it's coming to America in spring 2024. And shout out to Ultra MJ Truth. Okay, that's where this post is coming from. Ultra MJ Truth. 19 states appear to have seceded from the Union and are called the Western Forces. California and Texas, as well as the Florida Alliance, they appear to be in a war against the U.S. government. The Western Forces will reach the White House on July 4th. Interesting. The U.S. military appears to be activated in fighting against Americans to the point of dropping airstrikes on American citizens. At the 8-second mark, the 3-term president. At the 41-second mark, there is a map in the reflection which appears to depict the factions represented by blue and red colors. At the 51-second mark, there is a sign on the building that says Jesus Saves. The story appears to follow a team of journalists, possibly trying to expose what's going on. They shoot journalists on site. Oh, whoa. My thoughts. This movie, in combination with Obama's film Leave the World Behind, is not a coincidence, and I agree. And this is where we get into the nitty gritty right here. This is where we get into the meat and potatoes. Okay, because if you guys remember, just yesterday, I think it was yesterday, my days just like blend together at this point. I'll be having to like check my phone, like what day is today? Just yesterday, we checked out a movie called Leave the World Behind that was allegedly produced, or the Obamas had say in the production of Leave the World Behind. And, one of the things about it was like a cyber attack. And then there was a cyber attack here in America. I don't know. What do y'all think? Coincidence or intentional? But he says, is this a big red pill? Or are they trying to instill fear into the hearts and minds of people? I don't know, but it appears Americans are being prepped for something very big. I will not be afraid. Neither should you. And I agree. My mindset is stay ready so you never have to get ready. Of course, you always want to be prepared. Prepare for the worst, or expect the unexpected. So when the unexpected happens, it was already expected. All right. But I shall not fear. I shall not fear. I don't believe having fear in this situation is a good thing. I think if this is all true, right? Fear isn't the right move. Okay. Be prepared. I'm not saying just go through life all la-di-da-di-da, la-di-da-di-da. No. Be prepared. Prepare for the worst. Prepare for the worst. And hope for the best, of course. But always be prepared for the worst possible scenario. But, I just think this is really interesting, having these two movies being released and then the cyber attack allegedly happening after the first movie. The what's that movie called again? Goodness gracious. Leave the World Behind. And now this movie. Here goes the clip. If I have to blur it, I'm going to apologize in advance, guys. That's why I wanted to read the whole thing so you guys kind of got a little bit of a picture of what was going on. But hopefully I can keep it up without having any issues. But here we go.
19 states have seceded.
The United States Army ramps up activity.
The White House issued warnings to the Western Forces as well as the Florida Alliance.
The 3-term president assures the uprising will be dealt with swiftly.
Let me know if you want to try anything on.
Are you guys aware there's like a
pretty huge civil war going on.
It said the 3-term president will be sure that the uprising will be dealt with shortly. Interesting.
All across America.
We just try to stay out. With what we see on the news, seems like it's for the best.
Citizens of America. The so-called Western forces of Texas and California have suffered a very great defeat at the hands of the United States military.
Mr. President, do you regret the use of airstrikes against American citizens?
We're moving to D.C. today.
We need to go down there.
They shoot journalists on sight in the Capitol. Every instinct in me says this is death.
Bloody.
Every time I survived a war zone, I thought I was sending a warning home. Don't do this. But here we are.
There's some kind of misunderstanding here. What? Well, you're American, okay?
Okay. What kind of American are you?
Good question.
You don't know?
The Western forces will reach the White House on July 4th.
Oh my God.
Get in the car! Get in the car!
Move, move, move!
You're gonna hang back.
I'm not hanging back.
One nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. God bless America.
God bless America. What are your thoughts? What are your opinions? Now, my opinion is this will never happen. And let me explain. Because some of you are probably like, I don't know, Rich. I don't know. So in terms of the military taking up arms against citizens, that means you're going to have to get enough of the military to agree to all be in line with the government. Okay? And that means you're going to have military personnel possibly pine boxing some of their own family members. So like for me, I mean, it's one thing when you're overseas, you're doing it to somebody else, right? You never met these individuals. I mean, that's still bad in and of itself, and still leaves a lot of people kind of messed up from those situations, which is why I'm not going to dive into that whole discussion. I'm going to save that for another day. I was about to get into like a whole rant about the military and the treatment of veterans. And anyway, we can talk about that. It's a totally different thing when you're doing it to your own family members, your own neighbors, people that you've seen, that you've watched on television, that you've liked for many, many years, and et cetera, people that you shook hands with, exchanged money with, that you've done favors for, they've done favors for you. Like, it's a totally different story when those are the individuals that you're hurting. In my opinion. Now, am I saying that everybody would care about that? No. But what I'm saying is I feel like enough people would care about that to have this never happen. In my opinion. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just naive, okay? Maybe that is the case. Maybe. I'm not saying that it could not happen, but I'm saying the likelihood of it happening, in my opinion, is very slim. Very, very, very slim. Now, I do think there was a story recently that came out that Texas was talking about seceding, breaking away from America, right? There was a story. I forgot where I saw that at. I didn't make a video on it or anything. I didn't dive too deeply into it. It was just one of those things that I kind of came across. That's interesting, kind of thing. But so is that out of the realm of possibility? No. Do I think it's likely? No. But we are heading into 2024. And I do stand by my statement that 2024 will quite possibly be one of the wildest years we may ever see in our lifetimes. I believe that. I believe that. Because of the reasons that I've stated in previous videos. When I put myself in Democrats' shoes, I'm stopping at nothing to make sure that everything goes the way that I want it to go. Because if it doesn't, I know what is going to come behind that. And I don't want that. I mean, people's natural instinct is self-preservation. It's just natural. Like, we want to make sure that we're good. Even if you're a caretaker, if you don't take care of yourself and you let yourself deteriorate, then all the people that depended on you deteriorate too, because you didn't take care of yourself and they were dependent upon you. Right? So when I think about things I try to think about things from the establishment's perspective, it's going to get wild. I'm going to try anything and everything. All bets are off. Everything is on the table at this point. Everything. And we're playing it out. I'm sitting around with the rest of the establishment and we're playing out each scenario. What happens if we do this? How does that play out? How does that play out on election night? How does it play out a week after? How does it play out a year after that? How does that play out? Okay, well, what if we don't do X, Y, and Z and we do this thing over here? What if we hit them with a curveball and do this? Like, how does that play out? What does that look like at the ending? What do you predict the response to that is going to be? Okay, what about, like, I'm putting everything on the table. Nothing is off. Nothing is off. And I'm sure a lot of you, if you were in their shoes, you would do the same thing. And rightfully so. So with that in mind, I expect it to be crazy. I expect it to be a wild year. Is this predictive programming or getting us ready, right, for what's to come? This movie clip here, maybe. But what do y'all think? Let me know. I just thought this was interesting and wanted to bring it to you guys. Hopefully I was able to keep the actual video clip in there so you guys could see it and not just have to listen to it. But if you couldn't see it, definitely go and check it out. It's all over the place. You can find the clip all over. So, yeah. Y'all let me know. Peace and love, family. I'm out.